Now, this was true in case of flowering plants, but there are some plants which are very simple. They may be unicellular or multicellular, but their structure is very simple, and they also reproduce by asexual method. One such plant is yeast, and it reproduces by budding. What happens in budding is, you see, yeast is a unicellular organism. Now, the yeast develops a small growth on its body. Cytoplasm and nuclear material moves into this bud, and this bud becomes large in size. Now, this means another yeast cell has been formed, and this yeast cell may not separate from the mother body and form another outgrowth or another bud, and in due course of time you can have a chain of yeast cells like this. This method is called budding. You can actually observe it. You can take yeast. Now, you will say, from where to get yeast? You can go to a chemist shop, from there you will be able to get yeast. You put it in water, you take it in a beaker and add some water and then sugar. So, you have sugar solution and yeast, and at right temperature in sugar solution, yeast divides very rapidly. And what you will find is, if you take a drop of this solution on a glass slide and observe it under microscope, you will be able to actually see budding taking place. So, if we want to define budding, then we will say it is a mode of reproduction in which the plant like yeast forms an outgrowth called bud. The bud grows into a matured plant. You know, an animal called hydra also reproduces by this method of budding, with the only difference that in hydra the bud totally separates. It does not remain attached with the mother body. But in the case of yeast, it can, and it can form chain of cells.